basically went to college to continue swimming. I was a competitive swimmer for 12 years, and so when I was looking at colleges, Point was actually kind of like a fallback school for me, but I'd never gone there before. So when I went to visit it, I just kind of fell in love with the campus. It was beautiful. You know, things were rolling along just fine, and 3 days into spring semester of '05, I had a spinal cord injury. Michael Bozek is, you know, a great friend of mine to this day, but you know, was grad professor at Stevens Point, and he, I don't know, was really just became an inspiration to me and just a friend, because I guess I had never met anyone who was, I don't know, twice my age or older, who could work really hard and have as much fun as we had.
First time I met Andy was seeing him on campus. So Andy had a very distinctive look. He had long hair. He had the kind of gnarled hair look, and was looking like a pretty free spirit. We were in central Utah. We were at a new site looking for fossils, the edge of an old ancient lake bed. And the students came to me and they asked me if they could do some cliff jumping into a reservoir which was close by. And I walked out to the edge and I looked down and I went, whoa, like this is extremely high. And I'm thinking, I'm not going to jump off this cliff. What are they, nuts? So all of a sudden, Andy goes running by me and he goes flying off the cliff. And at that point, I knew I would have to jump because he did.
He just has a really unsinkable spirit and, yeah, sense of humor. And you kind of have to, I would think, to be in his position. Like, we laugh a lot about stuff, just because that's the only way to, you know, to deal with it. You just think this is ridiculous sometimes. Life is crazy. So I think that that's a big part of his personality that makes him stick out, is that he can just roll with stuff.
You know, I've been trying for years to get back outside after my injury, and so, you know, what better way to, you know, try to put, you know, these life experiences to use than help other people get outside.
I had a position as facility manager that I was filling to help make all of our facilities, buildings, trails, whatever, accessible to people with all levels of ability. He interviewed extremely well. He had good background. He had worked here at Stevens Point with improving the accessibility of the campus facilities, and so he fit right in.
One thing I do now is lead what I call adaptive kayaking trips, where I'll take people in wheelchairs out on trips I've been at Mirror Lake. Like about a month ago, we had 7 people in wheelchairs out on Mirror Lake for a day, and just cruising around, people who had never paddled in their lives, and some people who have been injured for over half their lives, you know, just. And it's an amazing feeling really to be on the water, because one thing that I, you know, help with my job is, you know, trail development and a number of different things. And what I say to people is, you know, you can make a trail as accessible as possible, but there's a point where, you know, even for me, you know, going uphill just a little bit will slow you down, and it doesn't take very long for some people. So to be out on the water and have that freedom to be able to go anywhere where everyone else can it's a level of independence that most people with severe disabilities don't experience very often, if at all. And so to have that experience for, you know, even just a few hours is really, I don't know, it's really mind-blowing for a lot of people.
And his enthusiasm is infectious. You can't be around him without being touched by his enthusiasm for life, his willingness to do things that most able-bodied people would find challenging. He has no issues with it, and he will follow up on something to get it done. You know, some of his kayaking trips have been death-defying.
As soon as I saw he's an accessibility coordinator and does all this stuff for the parks, then everyone's really grateful, because it affects people not only with disabilities, but also families who, you know, like you want to take your younger kids or your parents that are older. A lot of people are on those trails. It's not just, you know, line of wheelchairs. There's like tons of people of all abilities and interests on them. So it's nice that he does that, and it's something that, like, you know, working to help other people, making a career out of like doing better for the world. And I think that's ultimately like what he will continue to do.
Well, I'm just thankful to have known him, and I wish him well. I know he's got aspirations to do bigger and better things, and I'm quite confident he can and will be successful at those. And so he and his lovely wife, I wish them the very best.
This is a guy who deserves an award, and I know about 3 or 4 people in my life that really stepped up to life and will continue to do so and do absolutely amazing things. I'm very proud of this guy. I'm proud that I got a chance to see him and know him, and I knew from the get-go he was going to do great things.
For the university to give me this award, I don't know, just kind of says a lot to me about how, I don't know, people appreciate what I'm doing.